Hey everybody, welcome back to My Fitness Drive. I'm TJ, your personal trainer in training, and today we're going to be covering the half shuffle and forward shuffle. So let's get right into it. Okay, so before we begin, this video is going to consider the basic jump tutorial where we cover a lot of the basic stuff there, such as how we land, how we're breathing, where our arms should be. So if you haven't seen that video, please go back and watch it to get caught up to speed. And this video is also going to be kind of a progression video from the heel toe and the mummy kick. So if you have not seen that video, please go back and watch that as well. I will include the link for both videos in the description below. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right, so the first jump we're going to learn is the half shuffle. So the half shuffle is going to be where we jump in place, and then when we jump up with one knee. And then our third jump is bringing it back down. Then we go to the opposite side. We jump up, down. Okay? So just get used to that movement. If right now the jumping might be throwing you off, just do your half shuffles in place without jumping. So what that would look like is almost like you're marching in place. Okay, we're bringing one knee up, planting it back down, one knee up, planting it back down, and we're just doing this to get our bodies used to what we're going to be doing when we execute the movement. Once this starts to feel fine, then let's incorporate the jump. So we jump up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And just do this a few times, again, just so that way we get used to the movement. Make sure when you're doing this, you're not landing too hard, because then you're going to cause some serious pain to your shins. And we obviously don't want to do that. Okay, so we jump up, land softly, jump up, land softly. Try to keep your balance too. In, out. Breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. All right, so once you have that movement down, then just as always, we're going to start incorporating the rope and take it very slow. Okay, so when the rope comes across, we're gonna do our one hop, knee up, and then as it comes back across, we're going to land with our leg down. And if it helps, just practice on one side a few repetitions before you move to the next. Okay, so up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Once you start to feel good there, practice on the other side. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. All right, and that's really it when it comes to the half shuffle. It's really just a half high knee as you're coming up. Okay? Once you get used to it, just pick up the speed a little bit. And remember to breathe in and out. In through the nose, out through the mouth. So up, down, 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 up, down. All right, so the next jump we're going to learn is the forward shuffle. So same concept where we're bringing our leg up and putting it back down. The only difference is that instead of when we bring our leg that's up back down, this leg, our jumping leg, is going to come back as this leg comes down. All right, so that's going to be up, out. Okay, one more time. So up, jumping leg is here, and when our raised leg comes down, jumping leg comes back. One more time, up, out. And then from here, it's the same thing. So we're gonna bring our extended leg immediately up, and then as this one comes down, our jumping leg goes back out. Okay, so up, out, up, out. So you might have to do that a few times before it starts to feel normal. I mean, essentially, it's just a running man. You know the dance? So you come up, out, up, out, up, out, up, out. Okay? That's really what a forward shuffle is, the running man. Okay? So if you know how to do the running man, you can totally pick up the shuffle, the forward shuffle. But if you don't know how to do the running man, that's what this tutorial is here to help you learn. So one more time, knee up, jumping leg extends out. Now the jumping leg comes up and our other leg comes out. So bop, 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 bop. Try to have a cadence when you're doing this, so that way you don't tire yourself out and you try to build that muscle memory when you're jumping. All right, so just as we would with any jump that we're learning, we're now going to start incorporating the rope. And to do so, one step at a time, one jump at a time, okay? So up, out, okay? Just practice that. If you need to just break it down even further, just focus on the jumping bits. This should feel normal from the half shuffle, where we're just doing this, okay? Where we're just hopping off the one leg and planting it back down. It's the extended part that we might need a few tries in. So up, out, okay? Just try to do the two jumps together as one motion, so that way you start getting used to how it feels. So up, out, okay? And just remember, your raised leg, as it comes down, your jumping leg extends out, okay? So just do this a few times on one side until you get comfortable with that. Then move to the other side. Up, out, okay? Do that a few times. Up, out. One more time. Up, out. Okay? Once you've gotten the hang of doing them each on, doing the motion on each side, then put them together. Up, out, up, out. Okay? One more time. Up, out, out. Practice that. And then before you know it, you'll be able to do them in succession with very little effort. A few things to note when you're doing this motion: try not to have your leg come too far out, right? We're not doing a lunge. We don't want to land into a lunge. That's not what we're doing here. So our leg coming out should be very minimal, right? So we're not way out here, okay? Very minimal distance between your lead leg and your rear leg. All right, and that's really it. All right, so that's gonna be it for today. We covered the shuffle and we covered the half shuffle and the forward shuffle. So yeah, just as we do recap, breathing in through our nose, out through our mouth, really keeping our shoulders relaxed, making sure our arms are not way out here, but it's close to our sides and that it's low to the hip. We're not jumping from here, we're jumping from here, okay? With either the half or the forward shuffle, make sure you're not hopping too hard on the leg that's jumping while your other leg is raised, okay? Make sure you're landing softly, everything is on your toes, okay? And even when you're bringing your raised leg down, don't stomp down, land softly, okay? That's all we're doing. Just make sure you're taking your time with the movements. Doing a half shuffle or a forward shuffle doesn't immediately come naturally to many of us. It didn't come naturally to me. So I would say take your time to learn the movement, break it down piece by piece, and just be very patient with yourself. Because it's going to be easy to get frustrated. And when you're talking about a jump rope, it just comes with the territory that you're going to get whipped every now and then with the rope. And that might be frustrating to you. Just bear through it. It's going to get better with practice. So be patient with yourself. I can do it. You can do it. So, with that being said, we'll catch you later. Make sure you stay active, be healthy, and I'll see you next time on My Fitness Drive.
It's all dedication and perseverance. The Marcus Garvey and hip-hop rebellion is in my spirit. I walk around fearless, needless to say that Raff is the realest. This classified information without security clearance. That's due to the fact my rhymes contain truths about the secrets of life. My biggest gripe is y'all overhyping rappers, it's not that nice. It's nothing to prove we not alike. When I grab the mic, I kill the hype of your favorite rapper. Boy, you better think twice before you take subtle jabs at Raff. It be consequences. I can make a rapper with